So, for the last 3 weeks, the Amazon rainforest has been on fire. It's a very, 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 very sad event in history of Earth, because the Amazon is one of the world's most important ecosystems in the world, and it's burning. And of course, the media. It took them 3 weeks to finally start talking about it. It started by it was a wildfire that started. And it's just sad that all these animals and the people who live in the Amazon rainforest all have to suffer. They all have to have their homes burned down. Of course, after the rainforest is burned down, of course we can try. Of course, we as people should try to replant the rainforest so the forest can be rebuilt, regrown, we because this is natural habitat that's burnt down. Um, Fires in Amazon rainforest have surged this year. There's a massive fire. And they were making such a big deal about the fires in California, global warming stuff, fires. But then it took them 3 weeks to finally start talking. Oh, but we don't live in Brazil. That's why they're not talking about. But this is a wildfire in Amazon, the Amazon rainforest. And you're telling me it took 3 months, not 3 months, 3 weeks for them to finally start talking about it. And now celebrities are finally starting to talk about it. 3 weeks. It has been happening for 3 weeks. And now people are talking about it. 3 weeks. Because a lot of animals and people live there. It's also known to 1 million indigenous people and 3 million species. And 2 weeks, 3 weeks now, it's like 3 weeks now it has been burning. The dry season it's because it's dry season. Dry season creates the favorable conditions for the use and spread of fire. But starting a fire is the work of humans, either deliberately or by accident, or by thunder. Thunder can cause fire too, like in Bambi. So it's like Bambi all over again. And Bambi, they burned down the rainforest by accident. The forest in Bambi, but of course the forest came back in the second Bambi movie that was burnt down. So we really don't know what really started. It's like the California ones. It could have been a thunderstorm. It could have been it could have been some native group in the Amazon using a fire, and they accidentally started a chain reaction and a massive fire started. Possibilities are basically endless. And of course, the environmentalists are saying, "Oh, it's because humans fault." We don't know the cause of it. And of course, Brazilian politics are blaming the other, they're blaming the political parties. But you know what the thing is, the the media if media really cared about global warming, if they really cared about global warming, they would have started talking about the day the fire started, the day it started, like the California fires, if they really cared about this global warming, climate change stuff, if they really cared about global warming, they will start about it the first minute, like the California ones. The moment it started, they will start talking about it. But of course, it's a foreign country, so they don't really care about it. They don't really care about it because it's not taking place in America. And of course, Bolsonaro is blaming non-government organizations for the fires, which he's the leader of Brazil. That's basically how politics are out, and people just blame other stuff on other people. Like how the media, all they do is blame everything on Donald Trump, which is honestly sad. That I bet I won't be surprised if they try to blame it on Donald Trump. Oh, Donald Trump's an evil person for making. No, it's not Donald Trump's fault, CNN. It's not Donald Trump's fault. You don't have to. We don't have to blame everything on Donald Trump. Okay, they're more worried about what Trump is saying than the Amazon burning. Okay, that's the sad thing. A million people and 3 million species call this place home. 1 million people call the Amazon home, and the media, despite the we must care for the environment. We must ban plastic and all this. Took 3 weeks to start talking about the Amazon rainforest burning. 3 weeks. This is just absolute sad. So this has been going on for 3 weeks, and the media said nothing. Despite them so-called caring for the environment, global warming, and all this stuff. It's just sad. I pray for all the people, all the animals who are affected by this terrible, tragic fire, and I hope we, after the fire ends, I don't know who started the fire or what started the fire. It could have been some crazy person in the forest playing with fire for all we know. Fire was a funny idea, so now the entire forest is burning down. We should just take an effort and stop planting what has been lost, and after the fire is gone, burning down the forest. Done. So that's basically it about the Amazon forest. Very sad, very depressing. Um, it also exposes the media for who they really are. They don't care about climate change or global warming as much as they claim they do because they don't really care. Even though they're the ones who are saying that the world's gonna end in 100 years, because of global warming, but they don't want to talk about this until now. That's sad.